Welcome back to Four Faces. Today we're going to talk about the mental issues facing students when they go back to school. As some of you already know, Biden plans for students to go back full time. And you know what? That's a great thing. But on the other side, it might not be a great thing. You might be saying, what do you mean by that? Well, we have to keep in mind, not every student that's at home right now, as we speak, right here, that they live in a gorgeous life at home. There's a lot of students at home right now that are being abused, molested, not eating properly, and we have to be willing and understand that they're gonna be coming back to school dealing with this situation. Students, teachers, professors, principals, guidance counselors, all of them are going to be faced with a situation in which some students going to come back and they want to just release their anger, release their frustration. And unfortunately, that frustration is going to come out on other people. Now, you may be saying, what are you talking about? Think about it. Think carefully about this. Do you think that every kid that's at home right now are sitting at home having a great time? Yes, of course there's some kids at home playing their PS5 and having a good time, probably glad they're not in school. But what about the others? What about those other students right now as we speak that are home suffering? That right now might be getting molested by their own family member? What about the students right now at home who's right now being abused, getting beaten up because a parent might be an alcoholic, or a parent might be drug addicted to some type of drug? Who knows? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's happening as we speak. We can't be naive and think that everybody at home is doing great. And it's a shame that the media don't talk about this enough. It's a shame that the media don't focus on these types of issues that are occurring right now. And think about it. If those issues did not exist, why in the world do they have social services? Think about it. Why do we have juvenile centers? Why would they have that if everything with kids are such great and dandy? They wouldn't have it. But guess what? They do have it. They do have it. So I have a video on a parent from the Parkland. I don't know if you remember Parkland shooting that occurred in Florida. That was in February of 2018. And I believe it was 17 people got killed, and I think 17 or more people got injured. And this parent, by the way, I'm going to show the video after this. This parent, they bring up this issue that I'm mentioning. And I'm going to show the videos just to solidify what I'm saying. And he makes a very good point. But the thing is, what are we going to do about that? Right? I'm just hoping that they have some health professionals as well as people in behavior science professionals that's going to be willing to help these students and not have police officers come down there like they did with the 9-year-old kid and pepper spray her. Because I believe, like I said before in some other videos, that police officers are just not trained to deal with that type of issue. I don't believe they get enough training into dealing with it. Now, I could be wrong, but if you know a family member or friend that knows, someone in law enforcement, ask them, are police officers trained to deal with kids with behavior problems? Right? Think about it. I mean, are they? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they are. And if they are trained, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 day course. I'm talking about a thorough training. So I'm gonna show the video and let me know, please, in the comments below, or what do you think? Do you believe that students gonna all of a sudden, when they go back to school, have this violent tendency to release it on their friends and family? and students and principal when they go back to school? Or do you think, everything is okay, just I'm over exaggerating, everything gonna be all right? Well, you know what? Let me know with the comments below. Four Faces, thank you. Peace.
Have not been in school. We've been pretty much locked down as a country for so long. So, because the question then is, why does your group feel that there's some added vigilance necessary when students ultimately do return to in-person schooling?
Well, pardon me. Last year, before the pandemic really took hold, myself and two other parents, two other dads, toured the nation with the U.S. Secret Service National Threat Assessment Center. And we were highlighting their latest report, Protecting America's Schools. In that report, they discovered that targeted school attacks occur frequently after long breaks in attendance. Clearly, COVID has given a long break in attendance to many students. While some students have been home in a comfortable and caring environment, some students haven't had that pleasure. Some students have had some difficulty in their homes. Some students who are getting mental health treatment before this have not been able to access that care. And I just caution our nation's school professionals, law enforcement, mental health professionals, and teachers that as these students return, we keep an eye on them. We look for students that are troubled and get them the help they need before they resort to any kind of violence. Stand with Parkland has a three-point tier triangle that we look at for school safety. The first is securing the campus. The next is better mental health screening and support programs. And finally, responsible firearms ownership if you choose to own one. Because all of those three things failed us that terrible February day. So we don't want to be focused just on one threat. There's many threats out there. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, on the west coast of Florida, I believe a student brought a weapon to school, and thanks to the quick action by the school professionals and the school resource officer, they were able to lock down the campus and defuse the situation without anyone being harmed. Of course, we need a follow-up to that, in that the students that were subject to that lockdown need to be cared for and make sure they're mentally feeling okay about their own safety. And then for the student that brought the weapon to school, we need to explore why that student felt the need to do that.